Dr. Globix. I'm MI6.
He wasn't alone.
You don't get to bring friends.
They are not my friends.
Don't worry, no charge for them.
And why would I want them?
He was trying to grab your prize. They work for the mercenary. The masked man.
Ring. Get him on board, I'll call him in. Flight plan I just filed with the agency lists me, my men, Dr. Globix here, but only one of you. First one to talk gets to stay on my aircraft. Who paid you to grab Dr. Globix? He didn't fly so good. Who wants to try next? Tell me about Ring. Why does he wear a mask? A lot of loyalty for a hired gun.
Well, perhaps he is wondering why someone would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane.
At least you can talk. Who are you?
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. No one cared who I was until put on the mask.
If I pull it off, will you die?
It'll be extremely painful.
You're a short guy.
For you.
Was getting caught part of your plan?
Of fucking course.
Well, congratulations. You got yourself caught. Now what's the next step of your master plan?
Crashing this plane. With no survivors! Calm now, Klowbee. Now is not the time for fear. That comes later.
Alright, let's get this on the road. Shouldn't be too hard. If Jen can do this, I can too. Alright, my name is RSVP, and welcome to Fuck! Hey guys, welcome to RSVP Seasonal Roundups. I'm Rinku. This episode, we're going to be covering the month of January, February to March. Not a lot came out this season, but I thought for the few things that did show up, I thought we should keep you up to date with the community. Before we roll in on production news, let's talk about server news on RSVP. In the beginning of the year in January, we finally hit 4,000 subs on RSVP. We plan to do a celebration stream for the occasion, however, we decided to move it back to 5K, and hopefully we'll have a celebration stream sometime soon. In the same month, we installed the Road Cleaners app, designed by Ruben Sim. In spite of what happened, I do believe this bot was a very useful tool in our server to make sure the members in the server were safe. Rest in peace, Road Cleaners bot. We won't forget you soon. And by January 31st, we finally uploaded the Seasonal Roundups Episode 2. So, it's going to be a trend that these Seasonal Roundups are going to be a bit like a month or so late. As you can tell by the upload date on this video as well. In other server update news, we created the Challenge Prompts channel. So if you have some kind of creative block, check out this channel and maybe try the challenges on there. And on Valentine's Day, RSVP came together to slander every single member on the server to show our token of appreciation to the community. I hope you loved it! Then, on March, we uploaded 5 beautiful free Roblox games for animation and filmmaking, which we showcased 5 uncopyrighted games that you can use for your filmmaking needs. And we also briefly tried to start a movie night, but it's been pretty slow. Hopefully more people can join in the future. In March, we also noticed we were a month away from the anniversary of RSVP, and we created something really special for the occasion. Did someone say tournament arcs? And that's all the news from January to March. Now, let's roll in to see production news. Before we begin the roundups for January, I want to shout out projects we failed to mention in the previous episode, starting with If Future Ten's Apocalypse series is an ongoing comedy action series that released its newest episode in November 10th. But it went under the radar and wasn't reported on the previous episode's roundups. However, we want to mention it here before we started covering the projects released this season. Normally I would write a plot summary here, but the series is more than 2 years old with 21 episodes released so far, but it's a short watch. While the project is very amateurish, the background says something just disappear, I think it's worth appreciating the city for its dedication of the creator to keep up the project over the years. For the last project to discuss before we begin the seasonal roundups proper is Funimation's Civil Cleaning. Civil Cleaning is the next project by Funimation, after his stellar Banhammer sequel, which we showcased in our last Celebration stream. He has since published a teaser to his project after he sent a job call on his channel on December 19th. Civil Cleaning is an action fantasy film starring Talia, an assassin who retired from being a mercenary due to government corruption. One day, she buys a manga to distract herself from troubles of the world. However, the characters in the manga somehow escape into reality and cause problems all over the city. She is left to fix up the mess. However, with the help from the main protagonist for manga, Flynn, the two must work together to clean up the city invaded by criminals and cartoons. Funimation reports that the project is going smoothly, and he has obtained resources to complete the first part of the film. He is still working out the design for Flynn, the protagonist, going for a 40s cartoon style to reflect the manga he originated from. He is still looking for voice actors, but otherwise he has all his base covered to proceed with the production of the movie. So if you're interested in this project, make sure you follow Funimation for future updates. Now we can begin the roundups for this season. Unfortunately, we didn't get that many full releases this season, mostly just trailers and teasers for films coming up in the near future, but that merely means we have a lot to look forward. So let's jump right in.
It is here, summer of '84, a time where we have the brightest stand on Earth, prettiest girls on the planet, neon lights that shine all around town, and parties all night, where you never need to sleep. Rock hard. Let's make this the best time we'll ever have in this world.
Starting with Sharp Dad's Tale of the Vagabond teaser, released in January 22nd. In B Corporation's vast and brightly colored corpotopia, a speck among many would create a big impact in history. Aaron Rumiold, a average B Corp guard, was just doing his job like usual. Little did he know that he would go through tremendous events over the course of his career. Tale of the Vagabond is a Miami Vice-inspired series set in the Island Prelude universe, exploring the world of B Corp, following the life of a B Corp security guard. This is planned to be the next big project by Gerald Gunner, planned to be an anime series with 10 to 20 minute running time for each episode. And the series will last around 10 to 15 episodes altogether. Looking at the high production value of his film Isle Alpha 1, I look forward to what's in store in this expansion of the Isle Prelude series.
It's me,
Bloxiam.
Hello. Let's play Super Mario 64.
While the complete project this season were slim pickings, we did get one complete project in this month of January, with Bloxiam Canyon 2. Released on January 25th on the French the Fry channel, a 5.5-minute project and a loving tribute to two Mario 64 MADs combined into one. It was a collaboration between 16 animators, including Tome, Cust, and Bloxmator. The organizer, French the Fry, reflected on the project, which started as an inside joke within his friend group, evolved into the first Bloxiam Canyon. The project was succeeded by a YTP MV collab, or a YouTube Poop music video collab. Progress was steadily being made at the first month of the project, however slowing down over time, outright stagnating. However, they managed to get it done, so congratulate the Bloxiam team for their accomplishments. With only a handful of projects discussed so far this season, and only one being an official release, we didn't feel much momentum in January. However, we do have one major release in February. That is, Doc 7090's official release of Rogue Lineage The Animation, which was released February 1st. This was a much appreciated release and a reboot of Doc's previous try at adapting Rogue Lineage into a Roblox animated series. Running 20 minutes in length, it follows the young flowering Sigil Knight Ethel as he adventures into the world of Rogue Lineage, as he is assigned to an expedition to the Ice Caves. The first episode features a standout fight set piece of the previous expedition team as they work together to fight the Church Knight, with disastrous results. The episode is a knockout of a pilot. Dynamic facial expressions, silky smooth animation, a masterful use of VFX and studio. It's a tour de force of Doc 7090's development as both an animator and a storyteller. Additionally, Doc is currently working on episode 2 and has since completed the tryouts for the voice actors in the series. On February 8th, Sweet Loot has announced the third episode of Klowbee's adventure, the multiversal saga of Klowbee fighting against its alternate versions of himself. It seems like things are heating up in Klowbee's journey as he takes on more versions of his alternate self. He also released a 5-minute teaser of Klowbee's adventure. Well, actually, it's an April Fool's release, but I can confirm that the video uses the same assets used in the official episode 3. So it is somewhat of a taste of what you can look forward to in the third installment of Klowbee's adventure. On February 28th, the much-anticipated Roblox Final Splash Collab 2 was released. A 31-minute collab including 40 animators as a tribute to both Roblox and the Smash Bros. Franchise. Furion, who took over the project from the previous organizer, said the transition was difficult. Balancing work and school during the busiest time of his life, he was concerned it would take a toll on his academic performance. In the end, he didn't regret it, due to completing such a large task being a reward in and of itself. Let's congratulate Furion for keeping the project ongoing and completing it in spite of the many setbacks he faced.
You're missing the hyphen.
How was I supposed to know your name had a goofy way of spelling it?
Dude! Read a paper. Also, this here, that's a crime. It's what you call defamation of property.
Whatever, man.
Hey, what's up with those red letters anyway?
I need your help.
What do you need?
I need you to help me take down this guy. Hammerhead.
Well, what would be a seasonal roundup if it didn't have a Spider-Man fan film? In March 10th, That One Nude has released the third episode of Sensational Spider-Man, Underground Crime, this time featuring Mr. Negative, Hammerhead, and Shocker as major characters. The Shocker and Spider-Man band together to take down the infamous crime lord, Hammerhead, in this action-packed climax.
The song was cruel, so we adapted it. But some rejected.
Is the tagline of Stories of the Song, a new series by Grayson based on the Layer 2 era of Deep Woken, teased in March 12th. The project began its writing in November 2023 and will feature multiple stories that will converge paths. Episode 1 is being keyframed and animated, but the script is still being finalized and polished. The story is currently written up to episode 5. It's an ambitious project considering the creator's only 2 months of animation experience since the release of the trailer. But since then, Grayson has shown significant improvement in technique and camera work. Episode 1 is planned to be released early summer of 2025, but no promises.
Kaden! There you are!
So you found me.
Yeah.
On March 19th, a series regular on the channel, Kevin, released a short clip of his in-production animated series, Visionary, titled Believe. It is a 2-minute excerpt on the show that depicts the interaction between Caden and Charlotte as they discuss their turmoil and past. Compared to the previous sneak peeks of the series, which focused on the exciting action of the project, this is a bit of a more somber piece, focused on character exploration and a bit of world building. Fantastic set design, lighting, facial expressions, you can tell the care was put into making the series, making it one of the most anticipated Roblox projects in the genre.
I was more scared of making them lose their money. They seemed like they were struggling.
Do you hate us?
No. Despite being taken away, I still want to believe that your people weren't always like that.
Has that worked out for you?
Yes. Because I believed in them.
Believe.
On March 21st, Leo released the teaser to the follow-up episode to his My Rogue Lineage Adventures pilot. Things are heating up as John's adventure is just beginning. Leo has been juggling several animation projects alongside MRLA, including the Heroes AMV, the Gambler short film, and pitching in to help on Grayson's previously discussed project. And now he has started to work on the follow-up to MRLA Episode 1, and is just as gorgeous as the previous episode. He has also publicized the opening to the series to boot. Time will tell how Leo will follow up his foray into serialized storytelling.
Looks like this place is clear.
And finally, Opposing Squad Rock Episode 2 trailer was released on March 25th. A new installment of Specimation's Zombie Apocalypse series. The previous episode focused on Alexander Shepard as he led the extermination cleanup to a zombie-infested military base. Episode 2, Missing in Action, seems to be exploring the wreckage of a Palm Beach setting. Currently, the episode is estimated to be about 15 to 20 minutes, with 23 of the 40 chapters being completed. Overall, the movie's progress is about 78% done. And at the very end of the month, March 30th, GameJared Studios released the main series trailer for the Bounty Syndicate, and he is currently working on episode 2. Now, I can't get in detail because I'm actually part of the production, so I don't want to reveal any surprises, but considering how well made the first episode was, I think this is something you guys can look forward to. It's a Roblox anthology crime series that shaping up to be something very unique. Now, before we end off this seasonal roundup, I would like to showcase the talents on the RSVP server. The following video is an edit using the animations from the members of the RSVP community. Please enjoy.